Okay. So the next topic we want to start in neurology is related to a famous personality who is still alive with the condition. Yes, can anyone tell me who is the personality first of all? Who is the personality that you are seeing on the screen right now? Yes, please, everyone. Able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so tell me, who is the personality that you are seeing on the screen? What is the
Amitabh
name?
Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan ji.
Very true. Which condition does he have? Can anyone tell me? Anyone knows?
Myasthenia gravis.
Very true. Excellent. So myasthenia gravis is the condition that we are going to start with. Yes, so myasthenia gravis, as the name suggests, is a neurological condition which is related to something that is termed as neuromuscular junction or synapse. Yes, myasthenia gravis is either an autoimmune or congenital neuromuscular disease that leads to fluctuating muscle weakness and fatigue. So myasthenia gravis is such a condition in which the number of receptors for specifically acetylcholine decrease. Yes, acetylcholine itself and the receptors for acetylcholine decrease. What is the function of acetylcholine? To excite the next nerve. Yes, axons or dendrites of the next nerve. How it is done? Acetylcholine is first of all released from the presynaptic membrane, crosses the synapse, and it binds to the postsynaptic membrane. Now if acetylcholine decreases or number of receptor decreases, there will be no action potential. Action potential generate nahi thai, and action potential generate nahi thai. That means there will be no muscle contraction. So myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune. Yes, again autoimmune. Our own body acts against such receptors. Or congenital. Yes, present from the birth. Neuromuscular disease leading to fluctuating muscle weakness and fatigue. Circulating antibodies that block acetylcholine receptors. Yes, acetylcholine receptors directly will be blocked. And it can be because of genetic defect. What are the signs and symptoms? Fatigability. Yes, most common. તમે excite ના કરી શકો muscle ને, that means number of acetylcholine binding receptors are less and patient will always feel fatigue. Susceptible muscles. The first and the foremost muscles in majority of the cases are related to eyes. So muscles that control eye and eyelid movement, extraocular muscles, EOM, extraocular muscles are the first ones that will get affected. Other than this, facial expression, chewing, talking and swallowing may also be affected. Onset is sudden, अचानक જ ચાલુ થશે. Often symptoms are intermittent. Yes, they are not very severe, but they may start to become severe over time. First noticeable symptoms of the eye muscle. As we talked about the first initial symptoms, the muscles involved is of eyes. આંખના muscles સૌથી પહેલા involved થશે. In others, difficulty in swallowing and slurred speech may be the first sign. Yes. So you can see in the figure, there are two symptoms that are demonstrated. First is ptosis. Ptosis is inability to completely close and open the eyelid. Yes, complete eyelid બંધ nahi thai and open nahi thai, because the muscles of extraocular will be completely fatigued and will not be able to carry out this action. So first is ptosis, inability of the muscles of the eyelid to close or open the eyes completely. You can see the difference. Affected side is this side. Yes, if it is facing, maybe is facing towards you, it is the left side. And second is diplopia, that is double vision. Yes, instead of 4 you will see 8. Yes, so that is what is more about myasthenia gravis signs and symptoms. Swallowing and slurred speech also is affected. So you can say eyes, face, larynx, pharynx. These are the 4 important locations where the muscles will be affected first. This will be the initial signs and symptoms. The degree of muscle weakness involved in myasthenia gravis varies greatly among patients, that is limited to eye muscle, ocular myasthenia to severe and generalized form in which many muscles, sometimes including those with controlled breathing, are affected. So એવું નથી કે આંખના મસલ અફેક્ટ થયા તો આગળ નહીં થાય. Yes, there are other limb muscles that can also get involved, and there are respiratory muscles also that can get involved. And if respiratory muscles are involved, 100% the patient will need ventilatory support, and if not, the patient may even die because of this condition. Asymmetrical ptosis, diplopia due to weakness of muscle that control the eye movement, and unstable or waddling gait. Weakness in arm, hand, finger, legs, neck, and a change in facial expression, dysphagia, shortness of breath, and dysarthria. Impaired speech, often nasal. All these are symptoms of myasthenia gravis. So first two we already discussed. Asymmetrical ptosis એટલે કે બંને બાજુ નહીં હોય, one side will be more affected. Diplopia, double vision. Yes. After this, weakness of muscle that control the eye movements, extraocular muscles. So eye moves laterally, inwards, medially, superiorly, inferiorly. All the muscles will be affected. Unstable or waddling gait. Now waddling gait comes into play when the hip musculature specifically is involved. That too, more and more specific, if we say abductors and adductors, imbalance leads to waddling gait. Weakness in arms, hand, finger, legs, and neck. Any of the muscles connecting the axial and the proximal skeleton will lead to weakness. Change in facial expression, dysphagia, shortness of breath, and dysarthria. Yes, so as we described, may start with eyes, moves downwards towards the whole body also. This is drop head sign in myasthenia gravis. Yes, you can see even if the patient is trying to do extension, his neck remains in flexion. You may say this is also forward head posture, but you cannot feel a single contraction of neck extensors. Why? Because it is affected, because acetylcholine is ineffective in causing contraction of these muscles. Signs and symptoms, myasthenia crisis. Acute episode or paralysis of the respiratory muscle is occurring and assisted ventilation to sustain life. So, अचानक જ patient ने, there will be two phases in this. First, be clear about it. પહેલા તો એક એવું phase છે જ્યાં start થશે, mild symptom હશે. Later on, such episodes become very common, frequent. Yes, probably every month or every year, the patient might have such episodes. But sometimes these episodes become severe, and because of this, it is termed as myasthenic crisis. Why? Because respiratory muscles paralyzed થઈ જશે. And if they are paralyzed, as we discussed, they will need ventilatory support. If not given, they will die. Precipitating events. Why does myasthenic crisis occur? Respiratory muscles શું કામ અચાનક involve થઈ જાય? Why severe symptoms start to appear? First is systemic illness. General infections through illness થઈ જાય patient. The patient becomes ill, bedridden, more and more amount of infection is there. At that time, it may lead to myasthenic crisis. Second, viral upper respiratory tract infection. Again, part of infection. Third, receive general anesthesia. So, anesthesia itself blocks acetylcholine. Yes, anesthesia is શું થશે? Acetylcholine and the receptors are blocked. Already blocked છે, વધારે block કરો છો તો એનાથી myasthenic crisis થઈ શકે. Receiving neuromuscular blocking agents. Again, neuromuscular blocking agents. Already neuromuscular junction compromised છે, ઓછું ચાલે છે અને એમાં પણ તમે એને block કરો. That means it will lead to myasthenic crisis. Pregnancy or menstrual cycle related to hormones. Yes, hormonal imbalance can cause more or less amount of blockage in the neuromuscular junction synapse. Extreme heat and stress. Yes, something that we have learned. Can anyone recollect something related to heat? Any condition which gets aggravated with heat? What is it known as? યાદ છે કોઈને? Extreme heat. If patient's temperature increases, outer temperature or inner temperature, symptoms become worst. That was which condition and what is it known as? કઈ condition માં એવું થતું હતું? Yes, can anyone tell me? Okay. Myasthenia gravis, okay, we are already fine learning it. Any other condition you are aware of? We have already learned something known as Uthoff's phenomenon. Which condition have we learned that in?
Multiple
That is,
sclerosis.
yes. Which condition?
Multiple sclerosis.
Multiple sclerosis, very true. So in multiple sclerosis, there is Uthoff's phenomenon in which we have seen if the patient's inner temperature while exercising increases or outer temperature increases, it will lead to increased symptoms. Same thing applies to myasthenia gravis also. If the temperature increases, the higher the chances that there will be myasthenic crisis. Yes. So keep that in mind. We need to understand this and follow it for future also. Pathophysiology. Why does this happen? બરાબર હમણાં સુધી આપણે જોયું ઓકે ફાઇન આ થાય છે પણ શું કામ થાય છે? An important question. So there are four possibilities why this happen. Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disease. Second, immunological cross reaction with an infectious agent એટલે કે પહેલું તો કોઈ autoimmune છે. Automatically body detect કરે છે કંઈક અને જાતે જ જાતે receptors ને block કરી દે છે. Second, infection ના લીધે there are chances because of the infection the body is trying to kill that infection and સાથે સાથે પોતાના cells ને પણ મારવા માંડે છે receptors ને મારી નાખે છે. That is the second thing. Third, genetic predisposition. It is thought that if it is congenital from the birth it will be related to the genes. So which are the genes? HLA-B8, specifically HLA-B8 and DR3 with DR1 are more specific for ocular myasthenia. And last is abnormality of the thymus gland, which is responsible for normal synapse working. If it is affected, then it is thought more of myasthenia gravis. But no such theory has proved so far. Any one theory is not applicable. Yes. So for this, do not consider that આ ચારમાંથી કાંઈ એક positive છે. Any of this can be positive in future. Any of these theories can be proved positive in future. So this is how it will work. You will see the synapse. Yes, the space between the nerve and the muscle. If you see here, these are the vesicles where the acetylcholine is stored. Once a system or once a impulse comes from the nerve, it will be secreted, but here it should be attached to specific receptors. These receptors are lost in myasthenia gravis. Yes, post-synaptic receptors are lost in myasthenia gravis. Post-synaptic synapse પછીનું એટલે કે મસલમાં જે receptors હોવા જોઈએ એ ઓછા છે. The same thing, this is normal, and when there is no muscle activation, that is here it was normal, it was being activated. Now here the number of receptors is decreased, you can see, and because this cannot create an action potential, it will lead to no muscle contraction or activation. Diagnosis. How do we diagnose myasthenia gravis? કઈ રીતે diagnose કરાય? Yes, so physical examination, first of all, patient વારે ઘડીએ fatigue થઈ જતું હોય or weakness not improving even after rest. So weakness improve થવી જોઈએ after rest but significantly improve થઈ જાય. Yes, થોડો time patient રાહ જોવે. Normally when we talk about these receptors, what will happen? આ acetylcholine અહીંયા bind થશે acetylcholine receptors સાથે. Once acetylcholine receptors create a signal, એક action potential generate થઈ ગયું પછી શું થાય? આ acetylcholine જે અહીંયા binded હતા એ breakdown થઈને પાછું utilize થાય and it will again go to vesicles. Yes, so normally also rest આપણે લઈએ તો fatigue ઓછું થઈ જાય. Yes, here also same thing will happen but the improvement will be greater. Why? Acetylcholine તો same જ છે, receptors માં problem છે. Yes, so that is why it increases. Weakness that is improving after the rest and worsening again on repeat of the exertional testing. So પાછું કાંઈ activity કરાવશો પાછું patient fatigue થઈ જશે. For a normal individual, giving you an example, 10 times biceps curl કરવું with 5 kg is possible. Yes, પછી તમે rest લેશો પછી પાછું તમે 10 times કરી શકશો. Or you can even increase the number of repetition, but for myasthenic patients doing 5 times is difficult. Rest લેશે પછી પાછું 5 times પણ નહીં કરી શકે with same weight. Yes, so that is a diagnostic sign. A good response to medication can also be considered a sign of autoimmune pathology. Specifically, we are going to provide neostigmine. Remember this word. Neostigmine is the drug of choice. Means stigmine group of drugs, class of drugs will be given to the patient for the diagnosis. એટલે કે તમે patient ને કહેશો 5 times contraction કરે પછી તમે neostigmine or બીજી drugs આપશો and then you ask તો 5 નહીં 10 વખત કરી શકશે. This shows if the medication is applicable, then it is an autoimmune pathology because the drug is acting against it. 3 types of myasthenic symptoms in children can be distinguished: neonatal, congenital, and juvenile. Neonatal from the birth. Congenital specifically arouses after a child is of 1 or 2 years, and juvenile, that is after at least 5 years it is diagnosed. So 3 important: neonatal, congenital, and juvenile. Neonatal happens in 12% of pregnancies with a mother with myasthenia gravis. Mother ne already myasthenia gravis છે, so chances છે 12% the child will also have it. She passes the antibodies of the infant through the placenta, causing neonatal myasthenia gravis. The antibodies that are present, autoimmune response create કરે છે, easily that can pass. The symptoms start in the first 2 days and disappear within a few weeks after the birth. With the mother, it is not uncommon for the symptoms to even improve during the pregnancy, but they might worsen after the labor or delivery of the child. એટલે કે patient, the child, first 2 days ma there are chances the symptoms will appear and they will disappear for the rest of the life. Yes, that is termed as neonatal. પણ mother ને ઊંધું હોય, they will be during pregnancy symptoms ઓછા થઈ જશે, after the labor, after the delivery of the child the symptoms will increase again. Congenital, that means children of a healthy mother can very rarely develop myasthenia symptoms beginning at birth. Congenital myasthenic syndrome, yes, CMS, congenital myasthenic syndrome, એટલે birth પર start થયું, it will remain persistent for years. Other than myasthenia gravis, CMS is not caused by autoimmune process but due to synaptic malformation. Malformation means abnormality in development. Development જે normal થવું જોઈએ ચાઇલ્ડનું, જે synapse form થવું જોઈએ, એમાં પ્રોબ્લેમ આવે છે, એના લીધે CMS થાય છે, not because of antibodies, which in turn is caused by genetic mutation. Thus, CMS is a hereditary disease. More than 11 different mutations have been identified, 2 of which we already described. And juvenile, that is myasthenia occurring in childhood but after the peripartum period, that is after 1 or 2 years. When this happens, this is termed as juvenile myasthenic gravis. Diagnosis can also be made onset of symptoms in infancy or childhood. Weakness which increases as muscle tires. Yes, we have discussed both this. Onset of symptom in infancy or childhood. Yes, then only we can say it is neonatal, congenital or juvenile. Weakness which increases with muscle tires. Muscle જેમ exercise થશે એમ વધારે વધારે tired થતું જશે. A decremental EMG response. What is decremental and incremental response means? તમે એક મસલ ને સ્ટિમ્યુલેટ કરો છો or મસલ ને એક્સરસાઇઝ કરાવો છો and you are observing the same on the screen. Yes, EMG, electromyography. Myas, that is muscle no response તમે સ્ક્રીન કોમ્પ્યુટર ઉપર જોઈ શકો, એ મશીન ને કહેવાય EMG મશીન. તમે જોતા હોય મશીન ઉપર normally there will be continuous vibration or continuous interference pattern that you will be seeing on the screen. Yes, like ECG, continuously એક જ amplitude નો, maximum to minimum એક જ height નો હશે, પણ જેમ જેમ પેશન્ટ કરતું જશે exercise એ decrease થવા માંડે. Yes, because the patient is becoming fatigued, so that is termed as decremental EMG response. No anticholinesterase antibodies. Yes, so this anticholinesterase antibodies, if they are not present, that might tell you that the patient is having or not having myasthenia gravis. No response to immunosuppression therapy. Immunosuppression therapy, immunity ને suppress કરવા માટે જે આપણે medications આપી, એનાથી પણ response ના આવે, that is a sign of diagnosis of CMS, congenital myasthenic syndrome. And family history of symptom, normal. Yes, family history directly, yes, the patient already had and they are passing on the genes. Okay, from here 5 classifications we are going to see in the next lecture. Yes, so up till here any doubts you have regarding myasthenia gravis? Small condition not affecting major population, but still important to us because we see frequently patients, and specifically the patient will come into summer માં સૌથી વધારે patients આવશે. Why? Symptoms get aggravated because of the heat. Yes, because of the environment, warm environment, there will be increase in temperature. The temperature increase થશે, symptoms worse થઈ જશે, patient આવશે તમારી પાસે for the treatment. Yes. Any doubts you have regarding myasthenia gravis? Please reply yes or no in the chat, everyone. Okay, fine, fine. No doubts, okay. Okay, so we'll keep it till here. Guru, have you taken the attendance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll keep it till here. In the next lecture, we'll try to move to the physical signs and symptoms other than what we have already discussed, and see also the medication, because it is very specific to myasthenia gravis only, and they have to